Coming up on today's show, we take a look at the NAHS suicide awareness posters and Varsity Girls Senior Tennis Night. Let's start the fire. Get ready for this week's episode of LETV. Good morning, Ellie. I'm Chloe Coleman. Today is September 18th, and we welcome you to this week's episode of LETV. Do you have a GPA of 3.5 or higher? If so, you may want to join Beta Club. Applications are open until September 26th at 3:30 p.m. Students in 10th grade and higher, check your email for a message from Kelly Little. Please contact Miss Little with any questions. Start thinking about which colleges you want to attend. College Application Day will be on October 16th in the library. Here are a few colleges that will be on campus to assist you in filling out your college applications: USC-Aiken, Coastal Carolina University, Newberry College, and more. You can sign up in advance by going to the College Application Day form sent by Ms. Spring. Parent-teacher conferences will be today after school and tomorrow morning from 8 to 11:30 a.m. Conferences may be scheduled with your teacher until 6:30 p.m. There is no school tomorrow for students, and all Kershaw County school buildings will close at 12 p.m. Students, encourage your parents to reach out to your teachers to schedule a meeting with them. There will be a books and breakfast meeting on September 24th. This activity will be taking place during advisory in the library flex space. Be ready to communicate about this month's book. The National Art Honor Society took their time this club meeting to bring awareness to Suicide Prevention Month. This meeting took place on September 9th. Students were able to create posters to bring awareness. Let's cut to LETV reporter Jada Diaz for this show of school support.
The CDC reports that suicide is one of the leading causes of death in the United States. For teenagers, the reality is even more devastating. Suicide has become one of the greatest threats to their lives today. That's why the National Art Honor Society is using Suicide Awareness Month as a time to take action. Through inspiring posters, members are spreading messages of hope and encouragement, reminding those who may be struggling that they are not alone.
So 2 days ago, me and my officers came up with the idea for Art Club, and that idea was September is Suicide Prevention Month. We were going to make posters that we could display around the town of Lugoff-Elgin or Lugoff-Elgin itself, the school, that just have the simple message of like you belong, and it was like raising awareness on suicide and like offering, all the posters have the number on it. It offers like the resources you can go to for it.
For the National Art Honor Society, addressing suicide awareness is not something to be ashamed of. Instead, they use their art to reach others at LE, creating posters with positive messages and even context to call for those in crisis.
We made like about 24 posters that we can put up, and it just carries in messages like you matter, you belong here, stuff like that. Yeah, so a lot of the kids, I was very proud of everybody. I know that a lot of the kids, when we were up there, I said like maybe you could use your favorite character to just be like, hey, you matter. A lot of kids were using like the saying of if you have people to miss, you have reasons to stay.
One member shared their personal connection to suicide, allowing their experience to guide them in painting a butterfly, a powerful symbol of change and new beginnings.
Yeah, so I like to use art to help others, especially since I've lost a few people to suicide. It's very important to me. So I made a butterfly with the purple and teal colors and a saying telling them basically that they're not alone and to call.
For Mrs. Quam, watching her students pour their emotions into art is more than just creating something beautiful. It's a way for them to release their emotions and offer hope to others who may be struggling.
Yeah, we want our National Art Honor Society Club meetings to be a sanctuary, to be a safe place for all kinds of kids, and art can be a very helpful way to express your emotions and to work through things. So I know personally, and I know my students are aware of how powerful art can be. So not only just using the skills that they have to express themselves, but to use those skills in a way that can bring awareness to an important issue and try to remind others to try to stay positive and remember that life is worth living is a really wonderful way to impact the school and the community.
However, this isn't the first time posters promoting suicide awareness and prevention have been displayed at LE. The initiative began a little over a year ago.
The National Art Honor Society participated last year. We were asked by a faculty member last year to help bring awareness to Suicide Prevention Month, and so we just want to keep the tradition going.
While posters can spark powerful conversations about suicide awareness, it's also up to the community to recognize the signs, speak up, and take action. Because suicide doesn't just affect one person. It ripples through families, friends, and entire communities.
Well, teenagers, unfortunately, are like the biggest percentage when it comes to suicide. I mean, ages 15 to 18 are like one of the biggest ranges. It's important to have this, like, you don't want anyone to ever feel like they're alone. And it's like, if we're a school and we're a community, I mean, everybody in our community, we're supposed to love and care for each other. We should be protecting each other from these things, or just offering these resources out, because it's completely okay if someone feels these type of ways, but we're trying to explain, like, it's okay, and you can get help. There's always someone who will be there for you, who will talk to you. I mean, I told the kids when I was up there, it's like, if you have anything you ever need to talk to anyone about, but you feel like you don't have anyone, I'm right here.
I think teachers are really powerful, and the influence that they can have can be dramatically good or dramatically bad. So I think it's important for all adults, but especially teachers that are around students all the time, just to remember that influence they have and to keep their eyes open and connect with their students and really, be as involved in their lives as they want you to be. And so by building those relationships, they can really tell when someone is in need or if they're going through something tough, and try to influence them in a positive way. So I think visual reminders will be helpful, just to remind the adults on campus as well that, we are all here for each other.
The National Art Honor Society's posters are more than just artwork. They're lifelines. Each stroke of paint carries a message of hope, reminding us to look out for one another and to never ignore the signs. Because when art inspires action, it has the power to save lives. Reporting for LETV, I'm Jada Diaz.
Thank you, Jada, for that eye-opening segment. Senior Night for Girls Tennis took place on September 11th. This was a special night to show appreciation for the seniors. Let's cut to LETV reporter Lindley Bowen for this thrilling segment.
On Thursday, September 11th, the girls' varsity tennis team came together to honor their senior athletes, celebrating their bright futures with a heartfelt ceremony before the season's close. From offering flowers of gratitude to writing heartfelt messages, the team came together for a final send-off for their graduating senior class.
At them each no, not stashes, I don't know how to say the word. Sashes, there we go. We did some tennis balls that we wrote encouraging messages to them on them, and then we did flowers. Each like their own personalized flower bouquet.
The evening opened with a ceremony honoring each senior's contributions to the team. Standing proudly on the court and reflecting on their growth throughout the years, the moment felt bittersweet for many seniors as the reality that their final season was ending finally hit them.
It's like a bittersweet moment because it is my last year playing after playing on the team for like five years. So it's just really sad to see, but I'm excited to see where this program goes from.
For other seniors, the night marked the end of a long journey in tennis, giving them the chance to reflect on the experiences and friendships that shaped their time on the court.
So I will say that I've grown in the matter of my actual physical strength, being able to aim the ball better, hit the ball better, strategize where I want the ball to go. It's taught me definitely that teamwork matters. Even though we don't play all together at the same time, the points add up and it's a team win or it's an individual.
However, seniors weren't the only ones emotional by the event. Many parents felt a sense of sadness seeing their children graduate from a sport they watched them succeed in for many years. For one father, seeing his daughter be celebrated at the event meant closing a chapter for something she dedicated countless hours in succeeding in.
Yeah, so she's my last one here, so the empty nester thing is starting to come around, and so mixed feelings with it. Super proud of her, but a little sad that this is coming to an end.
On the flip side, coaches felt a sense of accomplishment for their seniors. Filled with excitement for the future, they expressed their hopes that their players would continue to grow beyond just playing the sport.
For them, I just want to see them grow as people. Just continue to just be like the nice, kind people that I know them to be. I just want them just to pursue what they want to pursue, love what they want to love, and I just hope that we just continue to have great tennis seasons moving forward.
Overall, senior night represented a time for the girls' tennis team to celebrate the love and appreciation they've gained over the years, and meant coming together with other teammates, coaches, and family to reflect on the season and look ahead to their emerging futures. Reporting for LETV, I'm Lindley Bowen.
Thank you, Lindley, for that captivating segment. Let's cut to Braylon Rushton for this week's Sports Central update.
What's up, Demons? I'm Braylon Rushton, and I welcome you to this week's edition of Sports Central. Let's run onto the field of the cross-country team, where they faced multiple schools at Clover High School. Battling the Clover Classic Eagles Nest Invitational, the cross-country team fought hard but couldn't crack the top 10. The varsity girls placed 9th out of 17 schools, while the boys varsity team placed 13th. One standout demon was Estella Blackwell, who ran vigorously and got 21st place with a time of 21 minutes and 35 seconds, being the fastest 7th grade girl in the region and 5th fastest in the state. Swimming into the pool, the Demon swimmers made a strong splash on their competition on September 12th. The Lugoff-Elgin Demons were 4-1 on the night, beating Irmo, Ridgeview, Camden, and North Central. Sadly, the boys lost by 2 points to AC Flora, wrapping up their time in the pool. However, these strong swimmers were able to improve their times, as the team had over 30 new best times. Some of the highlights of the night were Jacob Hodges' 50 free new state time and Zoe Branham's improved state time in the 50 free and 100 free. Swinging onto the course of the Camden Country Club, the girls' golf team took on the Camden Bulldogs and the AC Flora Falcons in a couple of close matches. The girls lost to Camden, but Kaylee Brown made some noise by making her first ever birdie in competition. Although the Lady Demons fell to AC Flora by only 2 strokes, they finished with a score of 179, which is the best team score ever for the girls' golf team. Later in the week, Jordan Best achieved her personal best score by shooting a 42. Way to go, girls! That wraps up this week's Sports Central. Be sure to tune in next time for more updates on your fall sports teams.
Thank you, Braylon, for that amazing segment. That's all for this week, and make sure to tune in for the next episode on September 26th. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram at LETV Demons, where we just posted a special mini-mite segment. And remember, go Demons!